Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines II and the large village of Mantzington, which is the very clever name I came up with for it. Aren't I so clever? Go me. So it's looking really good actually. I'm really happy with how it's looking at the moment. I know compared to like the other City Skylines content creators, it's nothing compared to what they're able to come up with. But I'm liking it. I'm liking this very split at the moment. Like we've got industry, commercial, residential, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to grow together as we go as well. Appalled at how healthcare is run. That's an interesting one. Is that because we've got... No, it's a little lacking over here, but to be honest, it's all pretty good coverage. I don't know why they're moaning about healthcare so much. We have 0 patients, so I don't know what they're actually complaining about. Don't know what they're complaining about at all. We do have a few buildings here with a lack of labour. We have a need for low density residential as well as commercial and industrial, so we're going to work on that. We were going to have a look at maybe doing some poultry, some livestock farming over here, where there is some green area for some farmland as well, and we're trying to set up some forestry over here when we get that. We don't have access to that at the moment. Oh, our population just increased and our citizen happiness increased. Wonderful. So the first thing we're going to do is address these demands. So if we can just take a quick look, let me just refresh my memory. Yes, we don't want to bring this one out much more over this way, so maybe we'll expand it over on this side, or maybe just out over this direction a little bit more without going too far towards this bit. And then we've got to think about expanding this area at some point. Waiting for a hearse. I don't know. Genuinely don't know. And that's a hearse there, isn't it? Yeah. So there are hearses around. They are doing their job. There are 6 vehicles in use. So they're out and doing stuff. That's fine. And can we see... Yeah, we have 12 deceased in the cemetery as well, so that is working. The landfill still has 0 tons of rubbish in it, so we still don't know why that isn't working, but we'll ignore that for the minute, shall we? Let's get on with some more residential over in this area. So, I think I did this with the grid tool, didn't I? So let's stick with the grid tool for the minute. I like that it shows you where the boundaries are for the zoning. It'd be nice if when you went out it continued that so you could see how many zones you were sort of creating, but maybe we'll just go like roughly here. And that looks about right, doesn't it? Is that all lined up perfectly? Yes, it is. So we need some more low density residential. So we'll paint some of this in around here. Don't know why these bits don't have anything in, but I'll fill them in with low density residential. Why not? Let's see what happens. We'll get some tiny little 1-tile houses in. Unless they already were painted and I just painted over them with something else. And we'll leave this bit here for some medium density again to mix that up a little bit. You're waiting for a hearse as well. A lot of people dying in my city. A lot of people dying. So the need for that has gone down. We do need some more commercial. We'll expand this bit down here. I said that really tentatively, like I wasn't too sure. Expand this bit down here? Because I'm thinking up here, wasn't there some... Yeah, I believe that's oil, isn't it? Yeah, that's oil. I didn't notice I had the colours for. Or I should say the game has been patched as well. So it did receive a patch. I can't remember what version we're on now, unless it says here, helpfully. It does not. But it's what's being classed as the 0-day patch. This is the patch I'm assuming the game will launch with. Not to say there won't be a day 1 patch as well. Potentially that'll happen. But it has nothing major, but a few little performance tweaks and everything like that. So my FPS has gone up a little bit. I'm up in like the high 50s at the moment. So I think that has crept up a bit from where we were. But I didn't really have many issues myself yet anyway. I've seen some of the reviews come out and there does seem to be a bit of a concern around performance of the game. It will get better, of course, but we do have quite a small city. Well, we have a large village at the moment. It's not even a city, is it? I'm trying to remember why that was all shaded in, but of course, yes, it's because I couldn't figure out the sloping tool. I did want to spend a bit more time on this today, much like the previous video when I said that. I wanted to pretty things up a bit and put some trees down and everything, but as always, I have time to record the video and not a lot of time to do stuff around the outside of that. So what we'll do for now is we will just expand. We'll start from this road down here. Make it a lovely curve. Bring this right in over here. Try and line it up with this road here a little bit. gives you the marker there. Does it carry on? Oh, it does. Oh, I like the fact that that merges with 2. Let's do that one. And again, I'm just trying to not make it too uniform, obviously, because it's not very uniform at all. Let's go for a straight line. I want to line up with this one here. Where are you? There you are. Bring that right over there, join in there. And then we'll just grid this bit out a little bit. We'll join into this junction to make a horrifically sized junction over there. Cut a road. In fact, we'll come in a little bit closer. We'll cut a road straight across there. And another one straight down there. Lovely. And we'll zone in some commercial around there. We never did the outside bits there. We'll do those as commercial for now. I might change those to be like offices or something when the time comes, but let's do that for now. And then industry. Industry is next. So we do have... where's my industry? Am I going blind? What am I doing? Where did we see... where did we see industry before? It was just in zoning, isn't it? It's in specialised industry. I'm such an idiot. We have livestock farming, yes. So I think what we'll do is we'll expand from here. We'll go from this road so it sort of cuts through the wooded area, because I don't want to distract the wooded area too much. So if we go from over here, we'll make this one a curved one again, so we can have a lovely little curve coming through the wooded area, just like this. Oh, so we should also look at where the where the fertile land is. Because we don't want to go into that at the moment. In fact, if we're doing this, there's not a lot of room to do the livestock farming there, is there? There's only like a little bit of space here, and I really want to try and avoid coming into those trees. Saying that, boom, that's going to be our forestry area. So maybe we will poo-poo all of that. Technical term, of course. And we will come along here. We will add in a road. Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to get rid of the overlay there. We'll add in a straight road coming down here. Because it's still curved. Boop. Do you know what I liked there? I liked that when I changed it to a straight road from the curved road, it kept the plan I had in place and just changed it to a straight road. I really liked that. Really liked that. And then I think we'll do, if we come up here a little bit, if we line it up with that road, we can go straight down to this road as well. And then we'll do, just have another quick check. Yes, if we don't go any further than this road, we should be fine. So let's have a look at putting down some specialised livestock farming. Oh, we've just hit our next milestone. Excellent. Oh, and someone's at the door. Of course they are. Right, milestone 4 unlocked. We are now a grand village. We have more money, we have more upgrade points, and we have more tiles to buy, which is good because we're running a little low of those. What else did it give us? It gave us the production panel. We can see that now. That's fantastic. We can create districts, policies. We now have natural disasters that may happen. Wonderful. Transportation overview, low rent housing.
Welcome, Professor.
The lower rent provides lower tax income as a result, of course. Low density offices. I was looking forward to, and our office demand has just gone immediately through the roof. We also have grain farming and forestry just come in, as well as public transportation. This is a big one. I mean, it is. It's one of the milestones. I don't know how to differentiate between the small and big milestones. So we have bus depots, taxi depots. We also have parks. Excellent. The National Diet Building. Ferris wheel, all sorts of extra buildings, grand hotels, and a taxi minimum fare policy. I'm just going to skip past that. Let's have a quick look at the options. There's probably a way to disable the DJ bits, is there? If we go to advanced, if I just disable radio, does that turn off features? I want music. I don't want the... Maybe there isn't a way of doing it. Gameplay. Nope. If I disable radio, does that just get rid of all mute? Oh, hang on. If I put that back on. Nope. That doesn't give me what I wanted either. So if we disable radio and come out. No, now we just have no music. I want the music. I want the music. We'll just continue skipping past them as that happens. Right, what were we doing? We were going to do some Some livestock farming. We can move straight into our quite a large area for grain farming as well, which is good because we have a huge demand for industry. So if we pop this one down here, I might put it, where's the road? There it is. I might put it right at the edge of the road there. Oh, it does actually say, that was quite nice. Did you see that? Did you see that? As we were popping the building down, it says we have a production deficit of 17 tons a month. Let's have a quick look at our production panel. There's not a shortcut to it there, but we can get to it from here. We can see that we have a deficit on wood, grain, livestock, food, vegetables. What's this one? I don't know, maybe cotton? Oil we're okay with, we have a little deficit, or quite a large deficit. Oh wait, what's the difference between that? What is this one? Unless I told you what they were, like what is that? It's some sort of metal, or it's metal ore. It does tells you on the right there, I've just noticed, I'm an idiot. So it does just class that as vegetables. Metal ore, coal and rock. Rock and metal ore in particular have quite a large deficit. That's because we're doing so much building. Right. So we have our farm down here called a Doppelbock. Very nice. I thought, yes, there we go. We now have to say, define an area. That's not enough. You can't just plop it down and expect it to work. What, you're going to raise all your livestock in there? I don't think so. You have to define an area. Which has to start from the back here. Or drag edge to insert a new node. I'd like it to come right down here. Can I not do that? Invalid shape. Can't quite do that. Okay, we'll just come straight out from the back then. So we're going to bring that right over there. We'll bring that right up here. And I want it just to skirt the edge of the grain farm. I'm going to leave it so it borders this zoning bit over here. It's a bit annoying it did that, but okay. And bring that over there. Perfect. And you can see it started populating this with some buildings now. Now the building placement is a little bit random. So you can see it's just plopped down on 2 random buildings with some livestock in it, look. We have our first cows. Hello, cows. But it is a little bit random where it places them at the moment. You'll see this with the other industries as well. I do hope they change that a little bit. So it makes it a little bit more, maybe not completely uniform. Like I don't want to put a building there and a building there, but just make it make a bit more sense maybe. A little bit more thought behind it. Anyway, look at that. That's not bad, is it? We've got our first little livestock farm. Excellent. Now, our demand, this is only running on normal speed. This is like standard speed and stuff is going crazy. Let's get some offices down. Now, I said I wanted to put some offices along here. So we're going to remove these buildings and I'm going to put offices all the way along the waterfront here. We still have a demand. It's going down, but it's still there. We have a bigger demand for industry, but we're working on that, I suppose, with this, aren't we? The problem is, I suppose, that this only has 1 employee. So we've put down a little bit of industry, but currently it's actually not doing all that much. I don't know whether changing the size of the plot changes the size of the demand for employees. Not too sure on that. Anyway. So we also now have grain farming and we have forestry. We might spend our tile points expanding up here and claiming some of this as our forestry zone. But saying that, was there anything else that they're to worry about? No, it's just forestry. Excellent. So let's bring another road up. We'll continue from this one here. Let's turn this on so we can see it. In fact, what I might even do is I might make this a little gravel road, because that's what a farm would have, right? Wouldn't necessarily have a big road going to it, would it? I'm trying to make it 180 degrees and it doesn't want... Oh, there we go. Perfect. And I'm going to bring it along here. And then we will zone in our grain farming. Can be set up on areas of fertile land to produce grain. And I suppose that also needs fertile land, doesn't it? Of course it does. Of course it does. So it doesn't matter where you put it, as long as the resource is available within its circle. If we go over here, resource not available, yes. So we could put it on this, no we don't, because then we won't be able to put the zone in properly. Maybe we should have brought the road a little bit further down, but for now we're going to put it here. And we are going to use, just give me the zone in straight away here, which I much prefer. So we're going to come along here. It won't let me do that, so if I do that one first. It's being very weird with it. I don't want to go up this way, but we're going to go up this way then. And I want to take up pretty much all of the fertile land we have available there, and we'll save this half. I just want to complete. There we go. And I'll save this half for vegetable farming when and if we unlock that. Similarly, this only has one employee, so it's had basically no impact on our industrial demand. So, let's think about this. If we're going to do forestry up here, we don't necessarily want it coming off. I suppose we could come off this road here and join those two up to bring forestry up here. So if we purchase some tiles, if we just get those two for now, we can expand our industrial area up into this space over here. And these trees, we won't harvest those, we'll leave those there up until they get replaced by buildings. They'll just be a lovely little feature, a lovely little feature. We do have some that haven't been zoned in, so we can zone in some industry here. And if we grab a road, that's it. I want to come straight off this one here. Line up with this one. Perfect. Does that junction look okay? It does. Excellent. And then maybe we'll just whack on our grid tool. And we'll go... Again, I don't know exactly how many would be more than that. But if we go... Oh, it's doing this silly thing again. It's also trying to put in those silly little loops in places as well. If we just do this perhaps for now... Oh, in fact, industry demand has gone straight down. So we'll just save that. We'll save that for something else then. Excellent. Excellent. What we don't have, where is the nearest ore? All the way up there. There are some the other side of the map over here, but nothing really nearby. This oil's going to be a problem because it's right next to this. They're not going to like me setting up an oil industry over there, but they're just going to have to suck it up, aren't they? Just going to have to suck it up. Right. Unless... No, it's really the only close... There's one up there, but there aren't a lot of other close oil resources. Waiting on a hearse. Have we got any rubbish in our landfill yet? We do! Excellent. It is actually collecting rubbish. I was starting to get a little bit concerned it wasn't actually collecting rubbish, but we seem to be okay. We seem to be okay. So I really don't want to expand this any further up here. I can't come this way because this is like our services and... Well, that's like our services area, isn't it? So we want to keep as that because it's also going to be where our sort of power stuff is as well. The smog is unbearable. Let's have a look at our air pollution a second. Can I see air pollution? Can I see air pollution? There. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's pretty bad in the industrial areas, but the prevailing winds are blowing it away from. Well, I suppose maybe these guys are suffering a bit. Well, that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. So we now have low rent housing. So I'm going to just pop this in here because we have a bit of a need for it. See, if I could unzone this street, it would give us more zoning. We could pop along there. And we could probably do with buying tiles all the way up there at some point to expand the size of that road, because that might become quite a main thoroughfare for our roads. But we have more need for commercial, residential. So let's try and do something a bit more interesting here, shall we? So if we come off of here, I'm trying to think roughly where the middle is. If I go about there, Can't quite get a 90-degree on it for some reason, but that'd be fine. Did that try and automatically make it into a roundabout then? It did. That's interesting, I've not seen that before. And the snapping's making that a little bit weird, but we're just going to live with it, to be honest. And then if we come here, I wonder if I can do something a little bit weird again. Do something like this. It's overlapping with the road. I know it's overlapping with the road. I want you to just sort that out on your own, to be honest with you. But you don't seem to want to be able to do that. I didn't want to do that either. Let's get rid of that straight away. And maybe we'll get rid of this road if that one's going to cause us problems. And now can we put this up here? Yes, we can. No, it's over. Oh no, now it will. Okay, perfect. Just something a little bit different, a little bit more unique to make it look a little bit different, and it's sort of going to mark the edge of the upper end of this residential area as well. So we'll start with some. Oh, we have a new signature building, the Crondom Condos, a modern classic that puts a smile on the face of its inhabitants. Let's have a look at that straight away. I might put that right at the top of this arch. The crowning jewel of this residential area.
You're tuned into Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow.
I might put medium either side, and then I could have done medium density row housing, couldn't I suppose? Maybe we'll do some row housing.
But apparently
That's not row housing there, is it? That's that one. And we'll just fill that one in with some
Welcome, Professor. So
low density then. That'll drop the need for that. We still have a massive industrial need now, so we can zone in some more industry, which we'll put in over here, which makes sense.
Which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage
Right.
to make me...
Be quiet, you. The housing shortage is over. We have houses incoming. Things are being built.
The area is attracting more high-end stores.
We didn't unlock. We do have some unlocked points. We have 6 points available to us.
Shop for designer shoes while sipping a
What do we want with this? That's an interesting question.
Or so my wife tells me.
We do need an emergency battery station.
Good for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
So let's unlock that. We will probably want a solar power plant as well, because I do want to try and keep this a bit green, you know. We could probably do with a hospital at some point, but I don't know if we're quite there yet. A recycling centre could be good. Let's get a recycling centre and start thinking about getting rid of our landfill. Provides financial support for low-income citizens, which increases their well-being and lowers the likelihood of reoccurring crime. Let's pick that one up. Don't need trains quite yet. Water wouldn't be a bad shout. We already have access to water here, and I'm assuming the water will be able to, the ships will be able to come in from over here. Looks like that is the... Yeah, that's the point for passenger ships and cargo lane routes, and that's going to be air up there, isn't it? Maybe we'll go for water. Passenger and cargo ship facilities. Let's do it, right? Why not? Right, what did I just unlock? Right, we got the battery power station. So let's pick that up. We'll put that over. I don't know if this is going to need a transformer. So maybe we will... How do I rotate this again? Like this. I don't know which way does it align. That way. Okay. So if we put this one about here... So the road access is... Oh, it's over here, look. Okay. So we'll bring a little road in like that. In fact, oh yeah, we'll do a curve. I wasn't going to, but as I was already on the curved road, let's do that. Still says there's no road access. but both of those are joined up. I can't see any other entrances or exits it would require. So if we just come straight along the front, maybe? We make it a straight road then, just to keep it happy. It needs water. Oh no, that's all sorted now as well. It does need a connection to this over here. The large power line. Obviously it has a ground power line connected anyway. We could probably just connect it straight up to our windmills, couldn't we? No, apparently not. Apparently we couldn't. So maybe we'll send this... Where are we going to send this? Should have looked at where that was to start with, I suppose. If we come over here, come over here. Can we connect it in down here? Can't connect it to the transformer. Can't connect it there because of the bridge. Well, this is going to be a bit of a problem then, isn't it? This is going to be a bit of a problem. So let's just get rid of all of this for the minute. And maybe try coming in from here. It can't quite fit through there. Oh, was there a little blue area there? No. Overlapping, overlapping, overlapping. We could sneak it up here, though. Okay, let's do that then. It's a bit horrible looking, but we'll sort that out at another point. So we now have the emergency battery station, which will hopefully start charging. Yes, because we do have excess. It means whilst it's charging, we're not going to be making money off that excess. Ah, well. We are losing only 6,000 an hour at the moment. That's not too bad. Residential needs are creeping up again. It's low density, so we have some high density zoned, but nobody wants high density at the moment. So let's think about, we'll just go nice and simple. We'll come off of this one here. I knew that bit was going to confuse it. But it managed to sort itself out. It's a bit jankified there. But do you know what? That's fine. We'll live with that. We can live with jankified. And let's go with some low density then to reduce the need for that. We need some more commercial as well. So let's put some commercial in here. We'll zone all this in. It's probably more than we need for now, but it'll... the power's gone out. Has it? Oh, these ones are no longer connected to a road. So I'm just going to say, sorry people who bought that plot of land and had that house built, but your house has just been demolished. You're welcome. If we have a little look at our production tab, we should hopefully start seeing a reduction in this. Maybe not because it hasn't been a month yet. I'd like to start seeing these. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It literally just changed. So our... Oh, yeah, because we have it over here. We're now producing 20 tons, so our deficit, the amount we have to import, has now come down quite a chunk. Do we have more fertile land nearby? Right up there. So I might actually then... I don't know whether... Oh, it has 9 employees now. And that, oh, so the employee numbers do increase as it grows. So what I might do... is just bring this out and just take up some more of this... more of this fertile land. Just increase the size of that one farm, and as that grows, that will hopefully have more employees as well. So this won't have any buildings spawn in it, I don't think, because it is... Oh, we have some new buildings over here, though. Look, that's lovely. Because it's just a grain farm, so that's just going to be classed as all grain, so that's fine. What other specialised industries did we unlock? Oh, it was forestry, wasn't it? Yes, that's what we're heading up there to do. We're going to start off a forestry industry in this massive, massive area we have up here. We have 8 tiles available. We have a little need for residential in the meantime. So maybe we should think about that as well. We could extend this bit up a little bit, actually. So maybe we'll do that. Oh, I knew that would freak it out. I knew that would freak it out. Let's just do this by hand then, shall we? So if we come up to about here-ish, if we go here, so about 112 meters does 2 lots of zoning. So if we go for 224-ish, that should be 2 lots, shouldn't it? This junction is starting to become horrible, but hey-ho. You'll learn to live with it, citizens. You'll learn to live with it, don't worry. And let's zone in some more low residential. What does this class as? The low rent housing classes as... I don't know. But let's get some more low density residential in there. Awesome. Oh yes, we have other buildings to work on. We have the recycling centre, don't we? So I might put the recycling centre, which is huge, right next to the landfill. Not enough money? How much? Oh, wait a second. How much did that just cost us? 880,000. Holy camoles. Wow. Yeah. So this does actually have a fair bit of noise and ground pollution. So I'm immediately thinking that might not be a good place for it. So I'm going to use one of the built-in game features. So if you played City Skylines and you modded it, which you most certainly did, you would know about a mod called Move It, which would allow you to relocate buildings and move them around and shuffle them a bit. A version of something like that has appeared in City Skylines 2. You can just relocate the building wherever you want. Just like that. Isn't that awesome? I might set this now to start emptying and they will start taking it to the recycling centre. When that is completely empty, we might be able to just delete this and it will get rid of all of this. But, you know, just playing the game fair. In fact, it's already emptied it out. So there's one lorry, this one dump truck has carried all of our, pretty much all of the existing waste. And it's not even full. Does that mean that's empty then? It still says the 0.01. Interesting. And does this have upgrades? It does. It has a garbage truck depot, so we can have a larger fleet of trucks, a hazardous waste collection point, and a storage extension for allowing more rubbish to be stored. So we have 50 tons of storage there. We had 1,000 tons there, but the difference being this only has to, in theory, store it temporarily whilst it is processing it. So it's processing 4 tons a month at the moment. So in 2 months, all of that will be processed. Excellent. And once that last little bit has disappeared, I don't know whether maybe there's a garbage truck on its way to... Are there traffic lights there? Why? Can we get rid of those? We don't need traffic lights there. That's crazy. No, I don't see... Oh, no, I can right-click and remove them. Excellent. Let's get rid of those traffic lights, because what is the purpose of traffic lights there? At some point, I will have to go around and do a lot of management of the traffic side of stuff. Oh, whilst we're talking about industry, I should mention that by default, City Skylines 2 has the same behavior as City Skylines 1, where when you have a usable finite resource such as oil or ore, the resource will deplete. It will disappear, and when it's gone, all the industry in that area will fail to function anymore. It's one of the things I don't like about the game. I don't know if the scale in terms of time is enough to require something like that. I can kind of see why they have it, because it makes you think about, you will do oil here, and then when that's gone, we'll move up here. But it's not really in real life how a city works. Obviously, oil does run out. I'm not trying to suggest that, you know, renewable energy is a hoax and there's no reason for us to do it. Obviously, that isn't the case. But in terms of gameplay, I much prefer it to be an infinite resource. So when mods do become available for the game, that is one of the first things I'm going to do. So we have our first few offices. Very small little offices, it has to be said, but they are offices nonetheless. This one has a lack of labour, even though Whilst we are building some houses still, so maybe waiting for more people to move in. We also have a welfare office. Where do we put our police station? Which one was our police station? Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. I don't know if I want it there. Maybe we would want...
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages.
So it's a difference, isn't it? It's an administration building. It doesn't necessarily need to go in the services area. So we might think about putting this somewhere a little bit, maybe just like along here.
Delightful. Another letter from
Yeah, we'll put it over there. Oh, and everyone's happy. They all loved it, and we're almost at the next milestone, most importantly. Of course, we also have transportation and parks. I forgot we got parks. Yay! Let's put some parks down, because you can see right now, there is a need, there is a demand for parks. So let's put, there's a little space down here that we never zoned in, apparently, so maybe we'll think about putting something in down here.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if a campfire site is appropriate. Maybe a little dog park. Everyone loves a dog park.
My sister said,
And there is a school up here, so I think putting in a little playground would be quite reasonable. Let's put that there. Oh, and we are now a tiny town. Great work. It's given us some more money, which is good because we needed that. What else did we get? We have mixed housing, which is a mix of commercial on the bottom and residential on top. Vegetable farming, coal mining. Post office, radio masts. We can now transmit mobile radio and TV signals to our residents, which you'd have thought they'd have liked to start with. We can put recycling in as a policy. We might think about doing that at some point. For now, let's focus on parks.
And we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks.
Put a small park in over this side.
Well, no, the
I don't know if we actually need parks within, I suppose maybe within the commercial area. You take your kids out shopping, then you take them to a park. So let's put a small plaza in here.
Say that we're enjoying a positive trade
We
balance, and the
we
economy
can put it
is
right there.
booming.
Excellent.
More after this. Industry in the region is
I didn't want to come off that. Let's skippity doodle. And this is the other big area where we're really going to need something, isn't it? So let's put in another little dog park, because who doesn't love a dog park? I don't know, psychopaths. We'll put a small playground, which I'm going to put right next to the dog park, because I think that's quite a reasonable thing to do. I might put a small plaza in right opposite the fancy building we have over there. And then maybe we'll put like a campfire site in up here. It's next to the farms. Maybe we'll put it up here where it's sort of right on the edge of the forestry area. That sort of makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? So have a little bit of a look. I know it's not quite perfect, but it's looking a lot better than it was. Excellent. And then we have public transport as well. I don't know if I want to deal with public transport right now. Oh, but we did get water. I do want to deal with water. So you can have a cargo harbour or just a passenger harbour. Or you can have different sea lanes as well, which is nice. So I think really what we need at the moment is the cargo one, which will probably bring in... It's annoying that all of our industry's over there, isn't it? But maybe if we bring this road out and come down here, we'll think about putting in a cargo harbour. Can be upgraded with the railway connection. Well, that makes things interesting. So maybe we'll look to put it over here somewhere. Oh yeah, can we get rid of our sewage now? Can we finally do that? Yes, please. No, I don't know why I can't do that. That is infuriating to me. I'm just going to deactivate it. Because we have a water treatment plant right over here, which treats our water. Its usage is currently 9%, so it's doing more than enough. We really don't need this. So let's try bulldozing it again. Nope. Invalid shape. Let's try relocating it. I can't even relocate it. This entire building has just become bugged. Yeah, it's the first proper bug I've come across. I will have to report that to them. I'll pop that on their Discord at some point. Which kind of puts a bit of an issue with our cargo terminal, doesn't it? So I wanted to put it here and connect it up there, but maybe I'll have to put it over here. We can't put it there because it exceeds city limits. Oh, that stupid building. That stupid building. So maybe we'll put it over here then. So I thought if we put it there, it could join it with the... Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You gotta work with what you've got, right? So let's pop it in right there. Obviously, it's going to require a road, of course. We should give it a road. It looks like the road is going to have to go all the way along the front. And then we'll bring in a nice curved one here, I think. Say a nice curved one. It'll be a subtle curve. And then we may as well join this up here as well. And we could zone in some offices around here as well. You generally sort of see offices around. We don't have much of a need for them at the moment. When they arrive, we'll put them in over there. Right, but we need to think about this for now. So this can be upgraded with an extra pier. Oh yeah, it sticks in over there, I see. Wonderful. And something we don't have access to yet. A transit terminal that allows an integrated bus station and taxi stand. But we need a bus depot and a taxi stand for that. That's an interesting one for a cargo one to have. How do we do things? No car access. It has to have access on either side, does it? What if we just pop a roundabout in there? Oh, we can't because it overlaps with the building then. Did it not go far enough? Oh, it's because it's raised. Oh, I see. We have to do a little bit of terraforming here, don't we? Now let's figure out how this works, shall we? It levels the tool to a certain terrain. So if we make this brush size significantly smaller. And if we just click there, does that do it? Yes. Let's make that a little bigger now. And then do that to level that out. I don't mind there being that sort of edge there, because we can use the soften terrain tool and just smooth that out so it's not quite as harsh looking. Can't do much about that bit, but that's okay. I don't know how the ferries are going to get up this high, but we'll let the ferries worry about that. That's the ferries' problem. That's not our problem. Do I look like a ferry driver? That thing. No waterway connection. So how do we deal with that? That is an interesting question. I thought there was just a thing you clicked on here to do it. So how do we, a waterway is required for watercrafts to reach this location. Is it under this? I guess so. I guess the question is, how big of a waterway can we fit through there? And how does this work? Just like a road. Just like a road is the answer to that. The pylons are a problem. The pylons are a problem. Surely we can sneak this through the pylons, right? So I have to go along here. What do you think you're overlapping with there? Well, what are we going to do about the pylons? What are we going to do about the pylons? I suppose the easiest thing is to pause. We don't need to pause the game because it's not going to take out the power, is it? If we just get rid of these for the minute. Can we curve this? Of course we can. But I can't go outside my city limit, so I don't really know... Like, if we just do that, which is a bit jankified, I appreciate, but we're learning here. Connects navigation points and harbours to create passenger ship over the seaway. No, I want a cargo route. Is that not... Did I not build a cargo harbour? No, I just built a harbour. Oh! That's why I'm getting confused. That's why I'm getting confused. I wanted a cargo harbour, which looks something like this. Right, let's get rid of this road. As I said, we're all learning. We're all learning. Cargo harbour. Which is massive. So if we pop that one in there. If we do a little bit of landscaping, if we level the terrain, if we map it to this, and then we'll just come straight along the front there. And then we'll soften those edges out a little bit. Excellent. It looks like the road doesn't go all the way up to the end, it goes to about there, so we'll bring the road in straight to the end. And then we'll try and do like a little bit of a curve to join in down there, which is a little bit janky again, but you know, this is the town of jank. We can live with jank. So now, we should check the upgrades actually. So extra cranes. Railway connection we don't have access to yet, and warehouse. A warehouse is an additional one, but we can just float on the water actually, so that's fine. We can deal with that. So now, if we say cargo ship route tool, so we can create a cargo route starting here. Pathfinding failed. Well, that's disappointing. I'm guessing because of this narrow waterway over here, it won't let us do it. Ah, after all that. After all that, we can't even do it. We'd have to terraform this whole section of land. Is that because you couldn't even fit a narrow seaway in here? I'm not sure you could. Oh, well. I'm going to leave that road there as a sad reminder of what we've just been through. That is a shame. That is a shame. Well, let's connect these back up. So we have our external power connection. Now, just take a quick look at our production. Yeah, cotton is a massive deficit, as is wood, as is ore of various forms. We don't really have any nearby ore. There's one which is only a couple of tiles in that direction, or there's some that's just over there. But for now, let's look at this forestry area. We got 15 tiles to use. I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to get a whole bunch of them. Excellent. And this is just going to be for forestry pretty much. And we'll try and like squeeze some more industry around the sides of it perhaps. We also are going to need to expand this way a little bit because our residential need is increasing. We might come up here and then look to build a bridge across here and start using this land because there was a little bit of ore over here and some more fertile land as well. And we still have a deficit. That's not what I wanted. We still have a deficit in terms of our grain. Only a little bit. And we have a bit of a bigger deficit in terms of our...
If you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local...
Livestock! Oh my god, it took me that long to think of the word livestock. But what we could do for now is just increase the size.
Modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imagination. us as guides through a silent
Of the usable land for it.
Here we sit, listening at full
I don't
volume.
want to do that. Oh, fine. No, I will do that. That's fine.
Transported. But let us not tarry. On to the next.
I wanted to put a new node in there.
And on to our main
So I
feature
could bring that up
story.
there a little
The
bit.
commercial district is booming.
So that will hopefully increase the output of our livestock farming a bit. Probably won't make a lot of difference. What's wrong with this?
You can now shop
Been
for
abandoned? Why has it been abandoned? It's just because we have
discounts,
absolutely no need for that style of building at the moment, isn't
or
it?
so my wife tells me.
Because that was our
That's good for business
low
and
rental
good
income,
for the
wasn't it?
community.
Thanks, Jim.
The road
We're
of
back.
failure.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business
Failure
is doing
Street.
well,
It's
that's
the only road that I have renamed, and I think it is perfectly reasonable. Are you empty now? You're empty now, so we can get rid of you. Which brings in a whole bunch of space and will help with the pollution aspect as well. This should be coping perfectly fine. Oh, more than fine. More than fine. The only need we have at the moment is residential. We didn't look at what we unlocked, did we, the last one? Oh, no, we did. Yeah, mixed housing, vegetable farming, etc., etc., etc. We don't have any more fertile land here, do we? Only the bits that we've taken up with our buildings. But we are very close to that fertile land, actually. So maybe... Then again, there is some over here as well. I mean, oh, and then there's oil up there. There's loads of ore over here. And this is like a prime industrial peninsula, isn't it? So yeah, maybe we'll do like forestry here, push up here for residential, and then make this more residentially with maybe a bit of farming over here. And then prime for farming and ore mining on the other side. But for now, I might rezone this. We can't come out all that far because we don't actually own that tile, do we? We can solve that problem. Which also means we can upgrade this road as well. Because we are starting to see a bit more traffic on it. I believe that was the 4-lane road. And we can't quite get it to do it nicely. So what we'll do is we'll pause and we'll just delete, 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 delete. And then we'll join that up there. So, he says, thinking to himself mysteriously. We probably are going to want, because right now this entire district is connected to the road by this one roundabout here. So maybe we'll put in another roundabout. Was it a large one I put in there? Yeah, it was. Large roundabout there. Connect that road up to the roundabout. Okay. It wasn't actually a large roundabout. We now have mismatched roundabout sizes. Infuriating. There we go. And then we'll just extend this beautiful grid formation. What did I say? 224. 224. And again, it's all slightly offline. I don't know why. It seems we're just using the grid tool, but whatevs. We'll live with it. It is the land of jank, and we are happy with jank. So we do have access to a bit of commercial here. We do have a commercial need. I don't know whether it's... I don't know what density residential it is, but we'll put in a little bit. No, that's not what I wanted. We did want that. We wanted that, and I wanted this. And we'll put some more residential around there. We are probably getting to the point where, yeah, healthcare isn't extending over here particularly. I'm going to guess that nothing else is either. Education is definitely not extending over there. Fire's okay, police is okay, but healthcare and education are lacking. So maybe we want to do something about that as well. Also, we need to do our forestry. And I've already been playing for an hour. This is crazy how fast the game time goes. Or real life time goes. IRL time goes when you're playing this game. Oh, I thought I'd get so much farther in this video. But I mean, we've got a bit of industry going and stuff, haven't we? I do want to get some forestry going. But I'm just thinking about maybe doing like an interesting little bit. Well, I suppose that's no, because it's not really centralized. But then it doesn't need to be centralized, does it? Because we've got... This will help... Yeah. No, let's... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So let's do something a bit more interesting over here. Let's think about this. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What I might do... something a bit weird. That's so I can see the middle point there. I think that's the middle point, isn't it? Then if we go 112 in that direction and 112 in that direction, notice I came off the middle of the road there. So hopefully all of our maths lines up. And what I'm going to try to do is make a nice circle. That's the plan. And I'm sure, this being the town of Jank, it will... How did I do that? No, don't do that. It will be slightly uncircular, but that's the way the city gets built. And then we'll get rid of these middle bits. Because I'll turn that into like a little pedestrian area. Do we have pedestrian paths? We have alleys. Where do I find pathways? We do, okay. We'll just put some paths straight across for the moment. And we needed healthcare. We do have upgrade points. Maybe we'd build a hospital over here. Do we need a hospital? Probably not. But you know what? It's too late now, mate. Gone and done it. Gone and done it. He's only gone and done it. I don't have enough money for a hospital. It costs 1.8 million. They're going to get a medical clinic. And they're going to like it. So let's think about how these roads are going to connect off of this. Oh, why can't you go right in the middle there? I guess that's fine, because we'll be able to connect up the... I might even do something... Yeah. $90 degrees to what? Oh, it's not connected to anything. That's why it was being weird. Ha 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 ha. We can always I know that's not in line with the pedestrian path, but we can always change that a little bit later on. As long as these roads... As long as these roads line up. But again, that's not connected. I want you to line up and be connected. Yeah, we'll sort the pedestrian paths out because they're obviously wrong, but I like that. I like that. It's weird, and that's probably why I like it. So let's put a hospital... We'll put the hospital on this side. And And we have a need for education over there, but if we come and have a look at our schools, yeah, we don't actually have many students in at all. So I might just say to them right now, you just have to live with it. You just have to send your children all the way across the city using our non-existent public transport and deal with it. That's just not my problem, mate, to be honest with you. We do have a need for more lower density residential, so we'll pop some of that across there. And we'll leave that blank for the minute and think about what we're going to do with that later on. And then we have forestry. We don't have much of a need for industry at the moment, but I'd rather put forestry in and get rid of some of this general industry than not have it. So we'll do this, and that'll probably be about the end of the recording, I suppose, unfortunately. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we set up on forested areas? Obviously, it's going to need a road, but we're going to deal with that at another point. If we just take a look at the building, where is the road access going to be? That side. So I'm going to put this in, like, quite central, like where it's quite heavily wooded. I've got to see where this is coming off. I can't really tell. Okay, so we're just going to bring this all the way over here. And we are going to just mark out pretty much this whole area. I could be a little bit more fastidious with this to really make sure we're covering the whole circle, but we can always come and change it later on. But I figure it's such a large area. Probably not going to matter too much. Then I have to come all the way back here to complete it. Oh no, now it's got confused. Now it's got confused. It's got very confused. But I mean, most of it is there. We'll put a gravel road. Gravel road, yes. Overlapping with what? Overlapping with the boundaries of... Oh, we can't put a road through the zone. Oh, okay, that's a problem. How do? Should have put the road in first. Okay, do you know what? We're just going to delete that. So it hasn't worked quite as we wanted it to. We will put the building... No, we can't put the build down. Well, let's put the road down first. Pop that there, and then bring a road, nice, long, straight road. And I'd like it to connect up with the industry area, ideally. So maybe we'll come out to about... Where's 90 degrees? There.
Updates to our power grid. The city will be experiencing rolling
matches up really nicely with this bit, doesn't it?
To remain calm during these breaks in service.
Wait, what?
And to follow the guidelines on the
Recent spikes in
what are you on
demand
about?
have led to temporary
What are you on about?
shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware
Doesn't have
that
power
we are
there.
struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a local public service announcement. You're listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural...
We're not exporting any power. So yeah, we do have... There must be a better way of seeing what our power usage is, right? Oh, here we go.
Move now from the musical page to the literary.
Yeah, so we are pretty much at the edge of what we can do with the ones that we have. We're consuming 17 and we're producing 19, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But not right now, because right now we want to do forestry. Not that, I just clicked on the picture of a tree, because it just seemed like the most reasonable thing to do. So we'll pop that down there. I feel like it didn't actually do the building node properly last time. We'll come straight down here, and then we'll just continue on with this over here.
But I digest.
Excuse me. And like I said, as soon as we've done this, pretty much, we're going to
As a
finish up
traveler
there.
from
So,
my
whilst I'm
homeland,
doing
I
this,
long to hear a
let's do the
tune
old
that speaks to
outro.
the anguish of my...
So I hope you've enjoyed the continuation of Mantzington. I'm just
There
loving
now,
this
my
game.
good
I'm
fellow.
loving this
Shut
game.
up, as it were. No need to
I mean, I love City Skylines, so it wasn't a
Leave
hard
that
ask, was it?
to
I suppose they
those
could have tried to do something a bit weird and different, or like
Here's a
basically
tune just for you, and
nothing
we hope it
interesting.
provides your aching spirit some
But I think they've done a really good job.
consolation.
Maybe I'm biased, who knows? I'm trying not to be. So there we have a huge habitable area. We have a forestry industry started. We might have to think about upgrading that road at some point. I don't know how that's going to do. We have left a bit of space on that side, so maybe that will give us a bit of room to upgrade that road as well. But we will now be producing forestry. I don't think we have much of a need for it at the moment.
No use reminding you.
Oh no, we do have quite a large deficit, so that's going to make a huge difference, and also make a huge difference to our income. If we can get like our grain, we are producing 50. If we can get that deficit gone and get a surplus, we can start selling our goods.
You can now shop for
So maybe next time we'll think about expanding all over the place. All over the place. There's a really big area over here. Is that the railway line there? Or is that's a road, isn't it?
We'll be back at
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do. But I think for now, we're looking pretty good. A lot of expansion. Doesn't really look like a lot has changed all that much. But we expanded over here quite heavily. A bit down here. Upgraded some of our services. Traffic accident. Yeah, how did you manage that? How did you manage that, Phoebe Farley? You've managed to park your car underneath your caravan. Congratulations. I don't know what to say to you, Phoebe. You're crazy. You are crazy. We do have some upgrade points, and maybe we'll look at doing a big solar farm over here at some point, seeing how that works as well. Again, I want to try and focus on that renewable energy. That's our water pumping station. We'll have to think about changing that at some point. It's only 15% usage, so actually we've got quite a big time. These two are just not being used at all, are they? That was our low rental income. Maybe we're just not in a position to be a low rental income kind of city at the moment. We do have a need for industry, so we will think about doing something about that next time as well. But yeah, I'm going to get distracted. If I keep doing this, it's going to be another hour, and then everyone's going to be angry with me. So we're going to leave that there. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to take my hands off the keyboard and the mouse, and I'm going to put them in my lap like a good boy. Good you. Well done, Mansfield. Thank you very much. Right, hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, click the like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7:30 PM UK time. It'd be wonderful to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in City Skylines 2 and the wonderful town, what are we now? We are a town, the tiny town of Mantzington. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.